Right then guys, now on to my personal favorite, using your footwork as a defense. The reason this is the best defense in boxing for me is because it doesn't matter what punch your opponent's throwing. If you're not in range, they can't land. If you're using your hands or your head movement, you still have to get the correct movement at the correct time to defend yourself. Whereas if you've created space, you know that you can't get hit. The downside to that obviously is then you have to regain that position to land your own punches. Whereas if you're using your head movement or your hand defense, you're still in a position to counter without too much effort. But as footwork goes, footwork is the best defense. So footwork, we're in our on guard position. The easiest way to practice foot defense, when it becomes a little bit more rushed, when there's an opponent actually throwing punches, you'll see a lot of people tend to slide up. From here now, I can't throw any punches, I can't get any leverage on any punches, and I can't move anywhere particularly fast. So it now becomes more important than ever that we move correctly. So as we did the step in footwork, this doesn't really work if somebody's attacking fast. Now we have to use that spring step footwork. So the easiest way to think about this is when you're in your on guard position, as I keep stressing, make sure you've got a little bit of tension, a little bit of weight in your legs at all times so that you don't have to prepare yourself to push off. If you've already got that tension there and you're already a little bit low and sat down, it's real easy. All we're going to do effectively is lift that back foot and slide backwards. So it happens fast. You don't see, boxers don't do this, but the power for the drive is from the front leg. The lead foot drives you back, and then you can go straight back into position with using your back foot to drive forwards. Obviously, if they're throwing a combination, you can use 2, 3, 4 steps, as many as you need. It's the most basic footwork, just moving back in a straight line, but I can assure you it's a key part of boxing. So when you're there in the mirror, you're shadow boxing, all you want to be practicing is driving back and staying in position. Making sure when you're driving back, your hips aren't getting left behind so that you're in a rubbish position or you're not getting your feet closer together. So just practice in the mirror, pushing back and pushing forwards. There are other footwork defense. Obviously, we can slide to the side, we can slide to the other side, and we can use that as a setup for an attack, which we could go on about later on. But for now, all I want you practicing is pushing backwards, pushing to the side. Simple as that, guys. Foot defense, best defense in boxing.